Imagine this. It's Friday evening. You've just finished another exhausting week and your wallet feels thinner than ever. Bills are due, the fridge is looking empty, and that familiar knot of worry tightens in your chest. The fear that one unexpected expense could push you over the edge. As you walk past the corner store, the lottery sign glows brightly. Jackpot, $80 million? Your heart skips. For just $10, you could buy a ticket and let yourself dream. A new house, no more debt, freedom from scraping by. You pull out the cash, hand it over, and for a few sweet minutes, hope floods in. That ticket isn't just paper, it's your escape hatch from a life that feels like a trap. This exact moment happens to millions of people every single week. People who are working hard, living paycheck to paycheck, yet still choosing the lottery over saving or learning how money really works. It's not because they're lazy or stupid, it's because their mindset has been shaped by years of scarcity. When money is tight, your brain doesn't think about decades from now. It screams for relief today. The lottery offers exactly that. A quick shot of hope. No long hours of study, no risky business moves, no waiting. Just luck. And suddenly everything changes. It feels fair in an unfair world. The rich seem to have all the advantages, so why not bet on the one thing that doesn't care how much you started with? But here's what that ticket really does. It keeps you locked in the same cycle. The odds are brutal. You're more likely to get struck by lightning than win the big one. Every dollar spent is a dollar that could have quietly started working for you instead of disappearing. Yet the fear of staying poor is so loud that it drowns out the quieter voice of long-term thinking. You buy the dream because the daily reality hurts too much. And slowly, that small habit reinforces a deeper belief. Money comes from luck, not from me. You start to see opportunity only in the next draw, not in the skills you could build or the small investments you could make. The lottery becomes your emotional lifeline, cheap hope in expensive times. But what if there was another path? What if the people who seem to make it aren't luckier? They just think about money in a completely different way. The rich don't play the same game. You step into the mindset of someone who has already made it, not through one lucky ticket, but through years of quiet, consistent choices. Picture a person who wakes up without that tight knot of financial fear. Their money isn't something that disappears every month. It's something that quietly grows while they sleep. They don't chase the next big win because they've built a system that works for them over time. This is the world of long-term investing, and it looks nothing like the lottery line. The rich understand something powerful. Money has a job. Instead of spending it for a quick hit of hope, they put it to work. They invest in things that have a real chance of growing. Stocks, index funds, real estate, or even their own skills and businesses. It's not glamorous or instant. There are no bright signs or jackpots announced on TV. It's patient. It's boring on the surface. But over years, that patience turns small amounts into life-changing wealth. Let's make this real for you right now. Imagine you have $50 extra this month. In the poor mindset, that $50 might go toward 5 lottery tickets. 5 chances to dream for a weekend. In the rich mindset, that same $50 goes into a low-cost index fund that tracks the overall market. Historically, the stock market has returned about 7 to 10% per year on average after inflation. That means your money starts compounding, earning returns on returns. One month's $50 doesn't feel like much, but repeat it every month for 20 or 30 years, and suddenly you're looking at hundreds of thousands of dollars working for you. The difference isn't intelligence or starting capital. It's the shift from I need money fast to feel safe to I need my money to grow steadily so I become safe. Poor people often buy lottery tickets because immediate problems scream louder than future possibilities. The electricity bill due tomorrow drowns out the idea of retirement in 25 years. The rich have usually solved those immediate pains first, or they've trained their mind to look further ahead. This long-term thinking creates a completely different emotional experience. Instead of the roller coaster of hoping for a win and then crashing when the numbers don't match, you get quiet confidence. Each month you invest, you're voting for your future self. You're saying, I believe in my ability to keep showing up and letting time do the heavy lifting. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to be rich to start thinking like this. Anyone can begin shifting from the lottery mindset to the investing mindset today. It starts with understanding why the lottery feels so tempting in the first place. Let's go deeper into why the lottery feels like the only real option for so many people, while long-term investing feels out of reach. It's not just about money. It's about how your brain is wired when you grow up surrounded by scarcity. When you live with the constant fear of poverty, your mind stays in survival mode. every decision becomes short-term. Will I have enough for food this week? Can I cover rent? What if the car breaks down? In that state, thinking 10 or 20 years ahead feels almost impossible. The lottery offers an emotional release from that pressure. For a few dollars, you get permission to imagine a life without worry. You get to feel rich for a moment, even if it's only in your head. That feeling is addictive because the daily reality is so heavy. Rich people, on the other hand, usually reached a point where their basic needs were covered, so their brain could move from survival to growth. They started seeing money as a tool rather than a constant threat. They learned that small, repeated actions, investing consistently, learning about markets, building skills, create far better odds than any lottery. They don't need the emotional high of a possible jackpot because they're already building real security. The truth is, the system is designed in a way that keeps the poor hoping for luck while the rich keep stacking advantages. Lottery companies make billions precisely because they sell hope to people who need it most. They market the dream aggressively to lower-income neighborhoods. Meanwhile, banks and investment firms quietly help those who already have money make even more through compound interest and smart strategies. But here's what changes everything. You can break this pattern starting today. You don't need a big salary or insider knowledge. You can begin with whatever you have right now. Open a simple investment account. Put aside even $20 or $50 a month into a broad market fund. Learn one new thing about money each week. How compound interest works, why diversification matters, or how to avoid emotional spending. Every small step pulls you out of the fear of poverty cycle and moves you toward the wealth-building cycle. The shift feels uncomfortable at first. Your old brain will still crave that quick dopamine from the lottery ticket or impulse buys. But as you see your small investments grow, even if it's just a few dollars in the beginning, something powerful happens. Your confidence grows. You start believing that you control your financial future more than luck does. You move from hoping for a miracle to building your own quiet miracle through time and consistency. This is the real game changer. The rich didn't get there by winning big once. Most built their wealth slowly, month after month, year after year. They chose delayed gratification over instant hope. And you can make that same choice. Now that you see the deep difference between these two paths, the question becomes simple but powerful. Which path will you choose starting today? The lottery path keeps you trapped in hope without control. Every ticket reinforces the belief that wealth comes from outside forces, luck, fate, or a random draw. It feels exciting for a moment, but it slowly drains your resources and your belief in yourself. Over time, it trains your mind to wait for rescue instead of creating your own security. Many people spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year on tickets, money that quietly disappears forever, while their fear of poverty stays exactly the same. The long-term investing path gives you back control. It teaches you that wealth is built through consistent action, patience, and learning. You start small, stay disciplined, and let time and compound growth do most of the heavy work. Yes, there will be ups and downs in the market, but history shows that staying invested through those ups and downs has rewarded patient people far more than any lottery ever could. The real win isn't a sudden jackpot. It's waking up one day and realizing your money is working harder for you than you ever worked for it. Making this shift isn't about being perfect. It's about making better choices more often. Begin by tracking where your money actually goes. Cut one small unnecessary expense each week and redirect it into an investment account. Educate yourself. Watch free videos, read simple books like The Psychology of Money or Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Or follow reliable financial channels that focus on long-term strategies, not get-rich-quick schemes. Build the habit of paying yourself first before spending on anything else. Most importantly, work on your mindset every single day. When the fear of poverty whispers that you need a quick win, remind yourself, I am building real wealth step by step. Replace lottery dreams with clear visions of your future. A debt-free life, financial freedom, the ability to help your family, or pursue work you actually love. Visualize your investments growing. Feel the quiet pride of knowing you're taking responsibility for your future instead of handing it over to chance. You already have everything you need to start, the awareness you're gaining right now. The rich weren't born with special advantages in thinking. Many of them once felt the same fear you might feel today. They simply decided to think longer term and act consistently. You can make that decision too. The difference between buying lottery tickets and investing long term isn't about how much money you have right now. It's about how you choose to use the money and the mind you have today. Choose the path that builds real power instead of temporary hope. Your future self, and everyone who depends on you will thank you for it. If this video helped you see money and mindset in a new way, drop a comment below. What is one small step you're going to take this week to shift from short-term hope to long-term wealth building? Share it. Your story might inspire someone else to make the same powerful change.